Hello everybody, welcome back to Sharon from Vivid Days. Hold on to the seat of your chair because we are going to go on a ride. It's an interesting one sometimes. The end result is amazing. But have you ever used the wrong colours with a mould and it means that you just don't bold well with it, or you see something you can't unsee? Well, just about now, as I started filling these up and I saw the little white top part with a hole, and then it started to look like a male part to me, and I thought, no, it's going to get better. And I kept working with it, kept adding stuff to it. Added a little bit more deep pink, and the colours individually are beautiful because the other pink I put in was like a vintage pink or vintage rose, white, and then this was like a really nice purple raspberry. And yeah, I thought, let me know. Have you ever put the wrong colour in a mould, so you either see something you shouldn't see, or you just think it just doesn't work and it makes it look tacky? And if you'd have added different colours, it would have been absolutely stunning. Anyway, I am Sharon and I am really digressing. Firstly, thank you so much for watching this video with me. I hope that you'll learn a couple of things, which is one, never give up. And two, if you get something that's a bit ugly or repulsive for you, see what you can do to keep working through it, because it ain't over until I'm going to sing, and I wasn't singing until I was really happy. So these bookmarks ended up being a little bit bigger, more juicy than what they should have been, but love the end result. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please check my back catalogue. Look to see if there's any inspiration there for you. But thank you so much for joining me. If you are an existing subscriber, thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. If you haven't already, consider giving me that thumbs up, subscribe, share, and I love to interact with you through comments. Let's get back on with the video. So I applied my first three colours. I'm just tidying up my ends and I'm just going to let them sit. And in my head I'm thinking, yeah, this is going to look nice in the morning. Just don't worry about it, Sharon. Look, close up, not too bad now that I've moved all the colours. But when I took them out of the back, it was actually burgundy. Anyway, they are now coming out. So originally I pulled them out because I thought, could I twist these? What could I do with them? And that little bit of iridescent at the back gave some nice, marks to your bookmark if you would have enjoyed the colour. But this is where it gets a little bit interesting. I didn't like them. They still look like a male part to me. I just couldn't see anybody wanting to buy them as they are. So even though it pains me to cover up the back side of them and lose that beautiful prism effect on the back, I decided to do it. So my thoughts were, put some clear resin on there and try and use some of that colour underneath to pop through and complement some other colours. So I came in with some clear, I added my gold, and now I'm just coming in with a little bit more of that burgundy. And you might be thinking, well, Sharon, why are you putting your burgundy back on there? Well, I'll tell you. Because I wanted to bring that burgundy higher. I wanted the gold to interact with it. And that's really it. There's nothing magical to it. I want it to pull up a little bit because I'm going to add a few more colours. Now you'll start to see I'll leave little sections of the bottom to come through. So it was a balance trying to work out, one, is it worth it? Do I want to waste any more resin on this if I really didn't like it to start with? But because I usually dome my bookmarks anyway, I knew that I'd got a little bit of play in it that I could do it. So I went on the journey. I've speeded this up a little bit just to save some time for you, but you can see what I'm doing, slowly working my way around it. Now underneath I had applied some latex just to protect it in case there was any resin drips under there. I'm coming in now with a little bit of purple. Now that purple is, I really started to like how it interacted with the burgundy and that gold, but you can still see there's that little bit of pink coming through. There's a balance of knowing when you've added enough, because you're trying to dome it, so put that top coat on without committing too much so that it all starts falling off the slide. Now this is a bit risky, adding a little bit of my turquoise, but I really like it. All of these stages are optional, but as I started adding this colour, sometimes I take a risk. More often than not, the risks work out well for me. But these colours together and how that gold is just bleeding into the colours, look like it belonged to royalty. So I've taken it from like a, what represented a male organ. And now it's starting to look like it's been upgraded and it belongs somewhere royal or regal. And even though there's not too much of that pink coming through, when you look at it close, you can still see it coming through, and it does complement all those colours. I was just trying here to bring some of that gold through with that turquoise. Added a little bit more clear there to cause some of the pigment to bleed away, to keep some of that bottom part coming through. Using a lot of words here. I hope you're understanding where I'm going. I hope wherever you are in the world, you are safe and well. And I'd love to hear if you've ever created something that, you just can't unsee it once you've seen it. Have you ever worked with these combination of colours before? When you're looking at it now, do you see something a little bit royal there? I was creating this around the time of the king's coronation, so maybe that's what I was channeling. And by that, I mean the royal part, not the male part. Anyway, so here's some of the colours I use now, but I've now flipped it on the other side because I enjoyed what I created on the other side, and I wanted to cover up this front part. Although this front part here didn't quite look as bad as the other side, because I'd upgraded it and it went quite royal, I thought, what can I do on the front? And, making these books mark even chunkier. So yes, if you're going to have one of these, your book page will be spread open, but they are really nice. And I think with this, you could use them as bookmarks, or they could turn into magnets or really big key rings if you're really worried about losing those keys. But I applied clear again, and the process is fairly similar, but this time I tweaked my colours slightly. I think the blue really helps. I went with blue rather than the turquoise because the turquoise looked a little bit more green on the other side. But I wanted to see, with this one being quite transparent, how it would work with the colours underneath. And I think this side is my preferred side. And again, I love how that gold just creates that lovely effect where it bleeds out into the other colours, but also you get some of that gold surface to the top, so it really does look like gold. And again, I added some latex to the bottom part just in case it fell underneath and I wasn't going to have to then give another little coat to it. But I worked very slowly with this, and I am using a resin that I've not worked with before. I will put the link in my description, and it is a resin that I'm going to continue to use. It's local to me. It's in Australia. But I'm still trying to work with different products over here. I'm not giving anything for free. It's something that I buy myself to see how I like it, and then I put little recommendations in there if I've used it, and if it's accessible to you, give it a go. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else that I really want to share with you as far as the process. People have been asking how Neil is and the fur babies and how I'm settling in. Fur babies are doing well. Neil's just having a little bath at the moment. Zeus is sat next to me. Thor's not too far away. We're settling into the house, slowly doing up things. And yeah, it's coming up winter this way, and we're getting quite frosty, believe it or not, where I am in little Jerobomborough, which is, I just dribbled off the edge there, but don't worry, I come in my little cotton buds and remove that. But Jerobomborough, New South Wales, just at the side of Canberra, has some beautiful winter weather. Neil's actually thinking of going skiing soon. I mean, you're in Australia and you're going skiing. Oh, here we go. Dogs are now barking. They're just showing you that they're here. Anyway, I hope wherever you are, you are safe and well. I hope that you're enjoying seeing me just go off and exploring different types of projects. But bookmarks are always a favourite one for me to do because I sell lots of them. I also use them as gifts, and they're really good for experimenting with different colour choices. Just slowly going up there with my torch to remove any excess bubbles, and I'm also just dragging through with my skewer where that gold is, just to help it create some effects and blend in. I think I'm going to have to let Zeus out. He's getting a little bit stressed. Let me do that. But thank you for hanging out with me on this video. Hopefully I will see you again on another video. I mean, just look at those colours there. Yummy goodness. The sun came out on this day, so you get to see that beautiful sparkle. Anyway, let me know what you think to the end result. I hope I see you on the next video. Wherever you are, I hope you're safe and well, and thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.